Let's go. Oh my God. You guys don't know how much I missed you guys last week, man. Just 1 week off and it feels like it's been an eternity. I gotta say what's up to my peeps in the chat, man. I was so excited over here. Whee, I'm ready to go. Expert Island in the house. What's up, Robin? Scott Pruitt in the house. Thank you for joining tonight, my man. My man. Let's go. Let's go. Keep scrolling. J-Tech's here. What up, J-Tech? Man, be careful, man. He's driving. Be careful, brother. Be careful. I know I'm kind of in. I don't want to be too entertaining and have you swerve off the road. DJ Knox in the house. What's up, man? Well, thank you for joining. G Kenny's here. G Kenny. Los Toxico. What's going on? D-Main's here. He's early tonight. Yes, yes. Let's go. DJ Nuno is here. What's up, Nuno? Nate Acosta in the building. Let's go. Oh, man. Why is my... see, this is what happens when you take some time off. All your stuff stops working. All right? All your stuff gets all out of whack. I spent the first 30 minutes prior to this getting all my stuff working again. Here we go. There it is. There it is, baby. All right, I got it working. Johnny 5 is in here. What's up, Johnny? Thank you for joining tonight. Ziggy is here. Shorty from Philly is here. Oh my God, man. You guys don't know how nervous I was today to start. I told my wife, I was like, man, I missed a week. I was like, I hope, all my peeps, I hope they all come back, man, because I was just, I don't know why, man. It's like, I don't know. I just felt, I was like, man, I hope everybody comes back. I hope they don't forget about me. Look at this. Stevie Ray is here. Someone told me not to buy EXOTONs, even though they were the loudest in his DBA test. We're going to be talking about that tonight, Stevie. You know it, brother. You know it. Let's see. Kevin Sounds is here. What's up, Kevin? He said it feels like it's been months. I know, man. Like, you should see how, like, how tweaked up I am right now. Good Lord. I'm like in the song, the fat kid that loves cake. You know what I'm saying? I'm running to that dinner table with that fork already. I'm ready to eat it up. Eat it up. All right, guys. Well, man, thank you, guys. Thank you all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let's do it again. One time. If you can't tell, I'm a little excited to be back with you guys. I missed y'all last week. As you guys know, we were on vacation. We went out to Cali. We went out to Cali, and we spent some time. We spent 3 days in Cali, and man, it was an incredible time. We're about to go over that. I'll show you guys what we did. What did you guys do last week, man, while I was out? So what did I miss, right? What did I miss in the DJ world? Some stuff happened. A few things happened here and there. A little bit of drama. Hashtag MIGA. We're making YouTube great again. Make sure you put it in the chat. Make sure you put it in other people's chats. This is how we do it. This is how we grow, all right? When people start putting hashtag MIGA in other people's chats, they're going to be like, what is this? What is this? And then they're going to have to figure out who that belongs to. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to see somebody that y'all want me to interview on my channel, make sure when you're watching their videos on YouTube, put in the chat, hashtag MIGA, put in there James King. Would love to see you on James King's show. Make sure you guys put that in the chat so that way we can get those people on the show. Once again, I think I still have about the next 4 or 5 weeks lined up, and I've already got a couple more guests that are ready. I just haven't given them a date yet because I don't want to set things out that far because, you never know what can happen or whatever. And I hate like rescheduling stuff and all that. So I'm hoping that, that doesn't happen. So I'm trying to just stay out about 4 weeks ahead of time. But man, I got some great shows coming up for you guys in the future. And we got a great show here tonight. Great show. We got DJ SKIBS coming on tonight. SKIBS. I got to ask him about his DJ name because that is dangerously close to Skids, if you know what I mean. So anyways, we're going to have some fun with him tonight. He sent me, dude, this is the first time I've had a guest come on my show where he sent me more questions he wants to talk about than like I had. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, God dang, all right. So apparently he's fired up too. He's ready to chop it up with you guys here tonight. So don't forget, there's a super chat button. Once I bring Skibs, I want to say Skids so bad. I'm sorry. That's terrible. But when I bring on Skibs here tonight, Make sure once the chat starts going, man, it's hard for me to keep track of it when I'm trying to focus in on the interview. So there is a super chat button there. And again, like I always say, it's not required, but if you do want your message to be highlighted to make sure that I see it and I ask your question or your comment, or you want just whatever, man, just whatever you want to put in there, hit that super chat button. And yeah, man, I really appreciate it. Supports the show. And as always, you know, like everybody says, it always keeps you motivated. But you guys know I'm motivated regardless. Just seeing 23 of you beautiful people in my chat here tonight, that's what keeps me motivated. So no super chats needed, but it is there if you want to use it. And I really would appreciate it. So moving on, let's get into this chat and let's see what we got here today. We got Ricky Gonzalez in the house. He told me to ask about AI earlier, so I'll try to remember to do that. Robin's got us going with the countdown. Appreciate you, Robin. Thanks for being there tonight, my man. Hopefully you got me on your TV, on your big screen. Let's see. Kelly's in the house. All right, everybody. Kelly King's in the house. So we're going to be going over the vacation we took last week. And just so you guys know, at the bumper at the beginning of the show, the little scroll text, my wife, it will also be a link down in the description. You can click on it. Or no, you can't click on it. But anyway, it's right under SKIBS link. My wife is a travel agent. So if any of you guys, once I tell you guys how awesome our trip was, then you'll know she planned everything. So if you guys are planning a trip here in the future, now it's totally free, especially with Disney. If you guys are planning a Disney trip, definitely hit up my wife. And she knows all the secrets, man. She knows how to get y'all like the express passes. Look, literally, we never stood in line for more than 4 minutes at Disneyland, and we rode 22 rides in one day. We went from 9 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock at night when they closed, and we rode 22 rides, which is, I mean, pretty crazy. So it was a jam-packed day, man. I'm telling you, it was crazy. So her email is in the description down below, and it was also at the beginning of this. If you missed it, go back to the beginning and check it out. If you want to get her email, definitely hit up Kelly King. She would be happy to plan your next trip, cruises, you know, Disney trips or whatever, man. Just hit her up, and she can definitely help you plan something. And again, it's totally free. You don't pay her anything. Now, she does make a commission off of Disney or whatever, but regardless, you're going to be paying what you pay. It's not like, you know, she doesn't like upcharge anything or whatever. So anyways, with that being said, let's keep looking at these comments. We've got Expert Island still counting down. J-Tech up in here. We don't change, no clocks. Oh, yeah. This time change is kind of crazy, right? Before, when I was coming on at 7 o'clock, it was dark. Now it's still sunny outside. So, yeah, it kind of throws me off a little bit, but hey, it doesn't matter. Johnny 5 is here. What's up, everyone? Happy hump day. Thank you, Johnny 5. Thanks for coming. Nate Acosta says that cover is crazy. I know, brother. I know. Go back to season 1 and hear that Ice Ice Baby cover. It's even better, brother. It's even better. Ziggy is finally on time. What's up, Ziggy? Thanks for coming in. Shorty from Philly. What's up, everyone? Thank you, Shorty. Thank you for coming, man. You're a day one jury member, man. I appreciate you. All right, Stevie Ray. He's still laughing at Rick Webb's video. You know we're going over that. Kevin says it feels like it's been months. I know, man. It does. It really does. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we had a lot of fun. Exactly. Yeah, I didn't post too much on social media. I just posted a few pictures on my YouTube post or whatever for last week. I watch on the way to my karaoke gig. Awesome, man. Awesome. We'll kill it tonight, brother. Kill it. DJ Al V, Legendary Events. What's up, man? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you for being here. Hit that like button for me, everybody. Hit that like button so hopefully this thing will get shared around. We got about 2 more minutes and we're going to get into our trip. In a minute, we must discuss Speaker Wars or Joker Wars. Yeah, you know it's coming, brother. You know it's coming. How's the head? Yep, no headache, man. The headache is gone. Thank God. I had a massive migraine on Sunday and Monday and finally got rid of it. You already know the infamous Speaker Wars is coming. That's right. You missed Rick Webb. Pick his nose again. Yeah, I saw it. I'm missing my alma mater playing the first four for this. Go Mountain Hawks. All right, cool, man. Record it, dude. Record it. Going to see DJ Pauly D. Oh, that's dope, dude. I've always wanted to see him. Like, he seems like a badass open format, you know, / EDM DJ. So I'd like to check him out, man. He does come to Houston a lot. There's a club here that brings him in quite a bit. We discuss a bunch of boys using EXOTON to promote LD cells. Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. You came to Cali and didn't. I know, brother. Look, literally, we had no time for anything. And I'm about to go over it. I'm about to show you guys. Had some ask where the MAGA guy is in my last video. I know, right? I know. It's starting to catch on. Hashtag MAGA, baby. Let's go. Y'all, it is not wild that the EXOTONs literally were the loudest. I know, right? Skibbity. DJ Skibbity. I love it. I love it. My son would probably love that one too. DJ Skibbity in the house. Let's go. Expert Island video cooked on the Speaker Wars. Yeah, I know, man. So Robin dropped a new type of video. It was like a podcast style where he was just kind of talking. And man, it was really good. So I got to get with him on Gear Guys this week and ask him how he did all that, because it was really, really good. But we just got to add some visuals to it. And man, that thing's going to blow up. Kelly says, let me book your Disney trip or Universal. It's 100% free to you. That's right. That's right. Does she have a business Instagram? Not yet. She's getting all that together. So she just got her, whatever you want to call it, license or whatever it is. And yeah, so she's got her email done and she'll be getting all the social media stuff pretty soon. They were the loudest and they still talk shit about, of course they did, man. Of course they did. They had no other, you know, they had no other outlet. You know what I mean? I haven't made one yet. Just an email. That's right. I used to work for AmVac Travel Impressions. Cool, cool, cool. Well, maybe Stevie Ray can give you some pointers, Kelly. The looks on their faces, I almost passed out from laughing. They were impressed, just didn't want to admit it. I know, exactly. I'm getting unstoppable commercials every couple minutes. What? Are you talking about on the on my stream? Stevie, let me know in the comments if that's on my stream, because a whole bunch of my stuff got reset. And I don't know how. I think my OBS updated and I had to freaking reset like a whole my stream key and all my stuff I use. So it might have changed some setting where there's doing a bunch of ads. So let me know if that's the truth and I'll have to fix it after the stream. I'm really sorry if that's the case. But yeah, man, if you guys let me know in the chat if you're getting a bunch of ads during the stream. You shouldn't be, because when I make this stream, I click an option that says I think it's like, it says lowest amount of ads or whatever it is. So because I've never tried to make money on this stream. That's not the goal of it. I want to build my jury, man. That's what I want. So Speaker Wars was the best. Commercials every 5 minutes. Son of a biscuit eater. All right. I'll have to look at that when the stream is over and make sure my settings, something got changed on my settings, obviously. Thank you for letting me know, man. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you can just deal with that for this one stream and it'll be fixed after this. I promise. I'm gonna have to, Kelly, remind me to do that tonight. Okay, see, EXOTON was the redheaded stepchild, OMG. Shout out from Lay Eggers, Florida. Hugo Flores, what's up, my brother? I don't think I've seen you here before. I guess you're from Florida. Let me know what kind of DJ are you? Are you full-time, part-time? And yeah, man. Expert Island nailed it on the review. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, I am too. Getting ad. God dang it. All right, man. I'm sorry, guys. Again, something got screwed up on the stream, so I'll have to fix it after the stream. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. The good thing is like with y'all watching those ads, it will, you know, give me like 2 cents per ad or whatever it does through YouTube. Yeah, I miss what you're saying. I know, brother. I'm sorry. I haven't really said nothing yet. All right, we've gone through the chat. So let's get on to what we did. Man, my voice is not ready. It's not ready for doing this again. It's not accustomed to doing this again. All right, screen share. Here we go. All right. So last week, all right, I do my show on Wednesday night, right? It was a banger of a show last week or 2 weeks ago. Nate Acosta was on. It was a phenomenal show. It was amazing. I was so hyped. Thursday, boom, Nick Spinelli's like, guess what? I'm dropping a new stream. I'm like, badass. This is going to be good. And I've been poking the bear, right? I've been poking the bear. So I was expecting some kind of, you know, some kind of drama in there, right? Well, I got it. I got it, guys. I got it 100%. Now, I went to his channel and he took down the stream, so I can't play it for you guys. But if you guys missed it, he really laid into me. You know, he called me a freshman YouTuber, which I am. I totally respect that. He said that I sound like, what was the guy's name? It's one of the guys in Dallas. Anyway, he said I sounded like this other dude in Dallas. So, anyways, he's only done like one video. I can't believe I forgot his name. I thought it was Nate something, but anyway, you guys let me know in the chat if y'all remember. But anyways, yeah, he said I sounded like this dude in Dallas, and then he didn't go too hard on me. Well, the guy who went hard in on me was Kevin from SCE. So apparently Kevin was very upset that I took a clip from one of his videos and put it in one of my videos. And I understand. I probably should have emailed him and asked him for permission first. But, you know, he kind of went Nate Nelson. There we go. Nate Nelson. There we go. Do you guys think I sound like Nate Nelson? I don't know. But maybe I watched his gig log. Actually, he did a gig log. It was really good. If you guys don't know, look up Nate Nelson on YouTube and check out his gig log he did. He actually came to Houston from Dallas, and his gig log is really, really good. But I watched it, and I was really impressed by the gig log. So I hope he does a lot more, and maybe I'll get him on the show one day, and then we'll it'll be like me talking to myself, right? But yeah, Nate says I do sound like him. Okay. Well, Nate, put in the good word for me, man. Let me see if I can get him on my show. But anyways, yeah, so anyways, Kevin went hard on me, and yeah, so but by the end of the stream, I think I had smoothed it out. And you know, people keep saying, get Nick on your show, get Nick on your show. And I do want to get Nick on my show, but I want to earn it. I want him to want to be on my show. So I'm not begging him. I'm not sending him a bunch of emails. I'm not going to beg him to get on my show. I want to earn it. So, you know, it might take me a while. Who knows? But I might never get him. We'll see. We'll see. No, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. But yeah, guys. So anyways, that was fun. That was Thursday. And so shout out to Nick Spinelli. It was his birthday, so I sent him a super chat so he could have a drink on me. And yeah, man, he had a fun stream. I can't believe he took it down. That's kind of crazy because he talked a lot of shit on that. Maybe that's why he took it down, because he did talk a lot of shit on that stream, not just about me, but about a lot of people. But again, like I said, I was poking the bear, and the bear poked back. So at least now they know who I am and whether that's good or bad. And we go on from there. So that was Thursday. So then Friday, was it Friday? No. Yeah. So Friday was a normal day, whatever, went to work and all that. And then let's see. So we left for California last week on Monday. So we get up Monday morning, we pack all our crap, right? Now, it's spring break here in Houston. And if you guys didn't know, they government shutdown or some crap, right? And so there's like thousands of TSA workers that aren't getting paid, and you know, it's all political bullshit, right? And so there was like 4-hour waits at the airport. Well, my wife, like I told you guys, again, if you're planning a trip, hit up Kelly King. Her email is Kelly Castles. Oh my God, I'm such a horrible husband. Anyways, Kelly will put it in the chat. But hit her up, because she figured out like the night before, she got us clear for the airport. Now, if you don't know what clear is, I don't know what it is either. But anyway, she got it for us. So we get to the airport. We literally got through security in like 20 minutes. And there were people there that were waiting for like 4 or 5 hours. Kelly's just a stay-at-home, you know, mom right now, Jay Davis. Anyway, but yeah, she's very smart and whatever. She can like do whatever she wants. That's the main thing. But anyways, so we got through security in like 20 minutes, and we get to so we're there like 3.5 hours early. So we had to sit around the airport forever. And then we get on the airplane, we fly to, now here's another tip. Again, my wife, awesome. Instead of flying into LAX, which is a freaking nightmare, we fly into Long Beach. In Long Beach, the airport, one of the most beautiful airports I've ever seen. Like 11 terminals, no wait. Now, when we did get there, check this out. We land, right? And we're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, trying to get off the plane, and they're not letting anyone off, or they're not opening the doors for us to get off the plane. And we're like, what is going on? Why can't we get off? Well, apparently the stairs, these little stairs with like the battery or whatever, the battery was broken. Like it wasn't working. So we had to wait like 30 minutes. Then they finally opened the rear of the plane and they let us off the back. So this was
that's a fun way to get off an airplane.
So in case you've ever, you know, like if you've only flown into like big airports, it was kind of weird getting off the airplane from the back like it was an emergency or something. And then you had to walk by the like jet engine and everything because these stairs up here wouldn't work. So that was the start of the trip. We were like, oh, Lord, what are we in for? So we get there, we go find our car. That took like an hour or whatever. We find our van and we finally get to the hotel we get to the hotel. Beautiful little place. We put all of our stuff down and then we went to downtown Disney. I think it's what it's called. So downtown Disney was really beautiful. Here's a picture of me and Kelly with all the palm trees. You know, we're from Houston. We don't see palm trees and stuff like that. So it was pretty neat, man, to see all this. By the way, the weather there, guys, oh my God. I understand why people go to California and they deal with all the politics and all the bullshit because the weather was amazing. Like I never wanted to go inside out there. It was so beautiful. This was the first hotel we stayed at. It was called the Candy Cane Lane or Candy Cane Lodge or something like that. Kelly will say it in the comments, I'm sure. But I took some drone footage there. So, and I thought when I did this, oh, okay, this was the circle one. So yeah, so that was the actual hotel. It was like a big U, and then in the middle, the Disney shuttles would actually come up in there and pick you up and then take you to Disney. Candy Cane Inn. There we go, Candy Cane Inn. I kept wanting to say, I'm here, Candy Cane. If you know that movie, put it in the comments. And so we stayed there. It was super nice, pretty cool. We stayed there Monday night and Tuesday night. And then, so Monday, we went to Disney. So we did the VIP at Disney. And again, Kelly can set all this up for you guys. Now, VIP, I will tell you, is very expensive, but we had never been to Disneyland in California, and we wanted to ride everything there that we'd never rode before, because we've been to Disney World in Florida like twice. And so we wanted to ride everything here, and we had to do it all in one day. So again, we had VIP with her from 9 o'clock. Her name was Judy, until 4 o'clock. And we rode 22 rides that day. So it was crazy. Like it was action packed. Oh, I got to turn off the sound here. There we go. It was an action packed day for sure. It was absolutely crazy. And it was awesome. It was very awesome. If you guys can do it, I highly suggest you do it. So Disneyland was cool. We did that, and adventure joyride. Scott got it. I'm here, Candy Cane. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. So then the next day we went to Warner Brothers Studio, and we got to see the Batcave. We got to see a bunch of Harry Potter stuff, which I don't know shit about Harry Potter. I've never watched any of the movies or anything, so that was kind of lost on me. But it was. It was cool. So then after the Warner Brothers studio, we drove down to Hollywood. We saw the Hollywood sign. We walked down Hollywood Boulevard. And see, I was expecting, like, 'cause all I've heard being from Texas, you know, all I've heard is like, there's going to be crackheads everywhere. There's going to be like drugs, people doing drugs. There's going to be people taking dumps on the floor, on the ground. We didn't see any of that. So I don't know if all that stuff's just getting blown out of proportion or what, but I was like bracing for the impact, you know, and having to like protect my kids or whatever. And it was like, dude, I didn't want to leave, to be honest. Like I didn't want to like come back home. I only having 3 days, it didn't feel like it was enough. So here's some pictures at Disney. So this was Tiana's Bayou Adventure. This was a fun ride. Look at my son. Looks like my son's going to suffocate. Look at this. Look at this. With a plastic over his face. And look at my daughter's face. She looks like she's about to like cry. And then, of course, here's me in the back being crazy. And then my wife and her mom, like, getting, like, you know, they wore, like, full-on ponchos and everything. So that was a fun ride, man. This one here, oh, Space Mountain. So we had never ridden this before. This one was in complete darkness with, like, stars all around. That was pretty cool. And I was a little scared in this one. I'm not going to lie. It was a lie. I'm not going to lie. The pictures are too small, huh? Well, this is as big as I can make it. I'm sorry. Let's see. And then here we got, okay, so then the next day we went to Universal. Universal was super cool. It's more movie themed. So it was definitely pretty awesome experience. I got to see Doc Martin from Back to the Future. So that was cool. Great Scott, Marty. That was fun. And let's see what else. Oh, Fast and the Furious. They're building a Fast and the Furious a roller coaster there that looks way too scary for me. No way I would get on that thing. It does like 4 flips upside down and all this other stuff. Not happening. And then, of course, they had the DeLorean there. Oldest ride and longest ride, Space Mountain. How about that? I didn't know that. Yeah. Yeah, it was a long roller coaster for sure. And then, oh yeah, we got to see the raptor cage, and we got to, like, walk up to it. That was pretty cool. Man, I mean, the stuff there was pretty amazing. Oh, and then, of course, at Universal, they had Super Mario World. This was like a really...
1, 2, 3, go!
This was a super cool area, man. Like, it was really, like, themed out to the max, dude. It was themed out like crazy. So if you guys ever have a chance, man, definitely go check it out, man. I highly recommend it. It is expensive, of course. But I was thinking, you know, being from Houston, that we were going to have all these problems and issues, and it really wasn't. I mean, you know, now maybe we just got lucky. I don't know. You guys in California can tell me. Maybe we were in Burbank. We stayed in Burbank for 2 nights, and we stayed in Anaheim. You know, Anaheim was around Disneyland, and Burbank, I think, was where we were at when we stayed in for Universal and everything. So you guys let me know. I mean, I thought the area was beautiful and everything just was nice, man. Like, I really had no complaints. I would honestly love to go back and do it again. So we got home on Friday. That was a full day of flying back home. Our flight was delayed like 45 minutes. That sucked. And, yeah. Oh, yeah. AC issues. I forgot about that. So both nights in Burbank, in the hotel we were in, it was a Hyatt something or another. The AC quit working. And so we had to be moved. We had to move rooms twice, both nights. So the first night we moved, then second night we moved again because the freaking AC systems broke in there. They were like little window units. There was no issues with bugs, Kevin, not at all. Like, I didn't see any bugs out there at all. There was no mosquitoes, no nothing. Like, we have that shit here in Houston. There was nothing there. Like, nothing. I mean, we didn't see no cockroaches, no nothing. So, I mean, it was a good, I mean, that's a good thing, right? Yeah, it was a Marriott. Okay. So anyways, so we get back home, we fly back in Friday, and then we chilled Saturday and Sunday, and we were watching TV, and check this shit out. I wanted to show you guys this. So let's put that one there, and let's put this one here. Let's see. Can you guys even see this? Kelly said the pictures are too small, but I hope y'all can see this. Look at this. So this is on national TV, right? Y'all know this show, right? 1,000 Pound Sisters. Look at the DJ in the back of this. This was on TV on this show. Look at what this guy's using. He's using PV speakers. Now, I mean, all right, whatever. You know, I like EXOTON, so I'm not gonna, like, you know, shit on them too hard. But, like, can we do better, guys? Like, as a whole, like, as DJs, can we please do better? Like, he's got the gig bar, fine, whatever. But you know you're gonna be on national TV, right? On a TV show that has like bajillions of viewers. And you're going to be the DJ on there. And he's using a 6-foot table with all of his shit on top of it. Now, all I did was take a picture of the TV. So it's not a very good pic. Like, you know, during the show, it panned around and showed his setup a little bit better. But I didn't care about the show. Kelly was like, look at this DJ. And I was like, oh, my God. Like, come on, guys. Like, if you know you're going to be on TV, at least try a little bit. I mean, yeah, exactly. Those speakers look like they came from a skating rink from 1970. Exactly. I mean, it's crazy, right? That's like the carpeted stuff. Looks like the DJ back in 2001, or exactly. Hey, Louis, I invited my boy DJ Louis Lazaro. He DJ'd all over Europe. I'm going to make him part of the fam. Yes. Thank you, Nuno. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. Ha, it's 1999. What's that mean? Is that when this was filmed? Or is like that how old this show is? So I might be talking shit and they don't even deserve it. Is that it? Anyways, I just thought that was interesting. I thought you guys would get a kick out of that. I'm like, I cannot believe, whatever. So moving on, we are going to get into some things that happened this week, obviously. So we had our boy here, Mr. Weber, right? He dropped the EXOTON S1503 speaker review. And of course, when he dropped this, everybody was hitting me up, messaging me, sending me the video. I watched the video. He pretty much said exactly what I thought he was going to say. And so really, we don't really need to go over the video. I'm sure all you guys have seen it regardless, but I know y'all wanted to hear my thoughts. I thought he said what I figured he was going to say, to be honest. Look at this DJ booth in the back. What is that all about? I like that, actually. I think that's Marcellus's DJ booth. But anyways, he said they were trash. But the funny thing is, 2 seconds before the end ends, right?
All the LD products available on our, we are now an authorized dealer for Adam Hall products, and that includes LD system speakers, that includes gravity stands. If you guys want any of that, check.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Come on. Are you serious?
What?
So there you go. There you go, fellas. There you go. Now we know why he hates them. Because now, see, he had posted a while back that he was going to start selling speakers through Both Lighting. And I was like, oh, all right. So now it's going to be EXOTON USA when Both Lighting USA. Well, boy, did he swerve my ass, right? He swerved me because I thought for sure, he would start selling Chinese speakers. Oh, well, no. No, I had that all wrong. He's going to start selling German speakers and tell everyone the Chinese speakers suck ass, right? Yeah, you heard Little John.
What?
So I just find that it's like, come on, man. Like, it's one thing. You're selling Chinese lights. And so if you go down and you read these comments, I mean, the comments are crazy. First of all, Nick Spinelli, look at that haircut. I love that Rick pinned that. So I like that Rick can at least laugh, with us, and not get mad about it because, he hasn't seemed like he's gotten angry about all this, about us trolling him with the EXOTON stuff and everything. So I appreciate that, and then Nick says, look at that haircut. He put it as a pinned comment. But if you read these comments, man, these comments are crazy. It's not even, oh, there we go. Weird how that got out of place. Anyway, yeah, so again, all my OBS stuff has gotten screwed up. But you got Chrome Music in here. Hilarious. That $500 speaker feels cheap compared to my LD $2,500 column array. We got Jay Davis in there. The irony of the person pushing Chinese lights has something negative to say about Chinese speakers. Make it make sense. Exactly, Jay Davis. My man, you're in the comments here too. Yeah, you crushed it with that one. You got 42 likes on that comment. That's incredible. That's incredible. Aaron Strong, the LD ad at the end, LOL. Exactly. Like, I think these guys just are so out of touch. They don't have any idea. Like, if you're going to do that, just make a separate video about like, hey, we're LD. Even that would still kind of be like, come on, bro. But yeah, DJ Drizzy, we all thought it was going to be EXOTON USA. Didn't see that one coming. Exactly, man. Like, I mean, he swerved the shit out of me too. Like, I thought for sure that, he was going to start selling the EXOTON speakers. A few things. I have watched Rick and Nick both for a really long time. I usually agree with them, but this time, nope. I have 2 of these. I did a wedding last weekend with them. It could not have been happier with their performance. I mean, you can just go on and on with these comments. Look at this. The video has 185 comments, and almost every one of them is the same as me. Even Solstice chimed in. Homie is so clueless. What's that smell? That's the coating, bruh. And like he doesn't like the EXOTON speakers. Oh my goodness, look at that, dude. So what do y'all think, man? I mean, this is crazy, right? I mean, at this point, dude, man, I just don't know what else to say. I mean, yeah, the speakers are not the best speakers ever made. I've said it over and over again. Do they do a great job? Yeah, they do. They really do. So then
We have
a little bit down the road, a few days later, boom, this video pops up. Look at this. Look at this behind him, dude. This would have been so awesome if like we could have all been there to see this like personally. That would have been incredible. We need to start like doing something like this in our own cities, man. Like all you DJs, man, y'all need to get together, bring all your shit out together and make a video, man, and like start recording all this stuff and giving your thoughts, because these kind of videos I love to watch. I'll watch this video probably like 20 times because I love watching. Man, these ICOAs over here, the professional ICOAs, god dang, I would love to have that set up, but they're so damn heavy. And then like all these column arrays, man. So I had said, dope video. Wish I could have been there to hear this. Thanks for sharing it. Crazy. The EXOTON was the loudest. So yeah, the craziest thing about this whole damn video was he did a decibel meter on all of these speakers. And guess what speaker out of all of these thousands of dollars of speakers, the EXOTON was the loudest. And what was his excuse? Well, we must have done something wrong, or this number doesn't really mean anything. We're not really paying attention to it. We're just going to move on. I'm like, seriously, bro? Seriously? You're just going to move on? Like, come on, man. All right, let's get back to the chat here. I don't want to miss all you guys' chat. Shuffle couple, no EV in the lineup. Dodged a bullet. Yeah, man, you should have brought your EV90s over there. The dB meter part was the best, and the reaction, exactly. Like, it was so funny when that happened. And I'm shocked that so again, respect to Rick Webb. Shout out to Rick Webb. He kept that in the video. He could have easily chopped that part out and just took it out of the video, But he left it in there. So I give him props for that. And again, 223 comments on that video, and they're all saying the same thing we're saying right now in these comments. So entertainment, it doesn't matter. Exactly. What up, So? Thank you for joining tonight, my man. His excuse were the piercing highs. Yeah, he said the piercing high. Okay, again, I want to go over this again. Let's get to the main camera. What is everybody talking about with piercing highs? I specifically did my review video, EXOTON versus RCF J8, okay? The highs on the EXOTONs are not piercing. So I don't know. Okay, here's another thing. Maybe all these different versions of the speaker are like made differently. I don't know. But my EXOTONs, the ones I have, okay, they have a hiss. Everybody knows this. And they also are not piercing at all. And I don't know why everybody keeps saying this. Even Cleveland Terry, he just made a video and he said the same thing. The highs are piercing. And I'm like, I don't know if they changed something or what, but my speakers, I had them cranked full bore at my last event, and the room was packed full of people. There were people literally 1 foot from the speakers, one ruler this far from the speakers, right? They were that far from the speakers jamming. They were not holding their ears. They were not doing this. I went out onto the dance floor like numerous times because my son was doing the photo booth in a different room. So I kept running over, checking on him. He's all good, running back. The speakers are not piercing, dude. You can stand right in front of them full blast and they don't hurt your ears. And that's a good thing. I love that. I don't want them to be so loud that they blow out people's eardrums. And everybody keeps saying they're really piercing. Even Rick said that. All of them said that. I just don't see it. Now, I don't know. He said in the video, it's because all these old dumb DJs are deaf or whatever. But like, I'm not that damn deaf. And so I don't understand what all these people are talking about. But anyways, going back to the chat. My favorite was DJ Maines. All right. All right. Oh, your favorite comment? Yeah, I should have went back and read that one. Gotta see the look on his Marcellus's face right after the EXOTON hits 120 dB. And then they retested it again because they didn't believe it. And they're like, oh, EXOTON can't win something. So they tested again and it hit 118 or 119, something like that. And they were like, oh, it's the piercing highs. It's the piercing highs. That's what it is. So is here from Memphis. What's up, So? They lack credibility. Yeah, man. I don't know. That video did not do him any justice. That's for sure. The comments on the short are even better. Damn it. Yeah, I didn't bring up the short here tonight. I guess I could pull it up. He knew people were interested in the review and took the chance to promote him being an authorized dealer. Yep, exactly right. Exactly right. He knew he was going to get a ton of views. He's got 8,000 views on the Speaker Wars already. And he slipped in the LD ad on that one as well. Let's see. Yep, he's using Chinese speakers to promote Germany speakers. I know, it's pretty ironic, right? It's pretty crazy. Bro, what's crazy is he was slamming them from the moment he started taking them out of the box. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's my thing. It's like, why? That just makes you look like a pretentious asshole. Like, just, even if you hate them, like, I didn't like the RCF J8, but I also in my video said, this is the best sounding speaker that I've ever heard at low volumes. Out of all my speakers, it's the best sounding one at low volumes. I gave it its props. I said, I love the fact that you can put the top inside the sub and you can carry it and you can load it into a car super easy. I love that. I just don't like the way that thing sounds. Now, again, I had RCF fanboys. They're still, I just had a comment yesterday. Get your ears checked. You don't know what you're talking about. It's like, okay. And my response was, I have an opinion. You have an opinion. God bless America. Like, that's what this is all about. You know, like, it's fine. Like, whatever speaker you love, that's great. Use whatever you want to use. You don't have to go on there and immediately take the EXOTON out of the box and be like, this is a piece of crap. Look at this thing. It's such a piece of junk. It sounds like shit. You haven't even turned it on yet. Yeah, but it sounds like shit. You should turn it on first before you say that. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get why these guys do it like that. Like, I mean, really, even if you don't like it, just say in the video, like, he could easily say in this video, right? Let's go back to screen share. He could easily say in this video, look at all the speaker options I have. Look at this. And he could say, look, I've been DJing full time for 15 years or whatever it is. Look at all the business I've built. So look at all the equipment I've been able to use. So to me, this speaker, it's not that good. And I would have been like, yeah, I understand. Totally. I get it. Awesome. You know, and I would have respected it. I would have said, that's cool, man. I respect your opinion. If I had all that shit, I'd probably say the same thing, you know? But instead, they pull it out. This thing sucks. This thing's shit. It's terrible, whatever. It's like, why? Why? Come on, guys. Come on. Back to the chat. That DJ took the DeLorean back to 1998. Oh, I love it. DJ Special. That's a good one. What's up, man? Anytime I see a DJ on TV or in a movie, I'm pausing and zooming in. I know, right? I know, exactly. I did this. That was the same thing. And now I've even trained Kelly to do that. Kelly does that as well. She'll pause, James, come look at this. So I love it, man. I love it. Jay Davis says EXOTON has become a cult. I don't know about a cult, but we've definitely got our trolls out there. That's for damn sure. Like, if you watch any of these videos where people are dogging the EXOTONs, they will get them in there. They'll get in those comments, man, and represent. That's for sure. So EXOTON should be proud of themselves, man. They built something that people absolutely love because, like I said, man, people will get into the chat and go crazy. That was the start of a fun week. Amen, brother. Amen, Robin. But he uses RCF. I know. And that's what he should have said. He should have just said, hey, yo, speaking of RCF, what do you guys think about this? He said in that video twice that Joe Bunn just recently sold his Evolve 70s and bought the RCF Evox 12s, which are basically the same thing. 15-inch sub, you know, column array top, two-way speaker. It's not a three-way. So what do y'all think? Put it in the chat. Why do y'all think Joe Bunn did that? Like, that's interesting, right? Because Joe Bunn has been an EV guy all around his whole career. You know, he started with the EV ELX 200 tops with the subwoofers, and then he got the EV 50s, and now he's got the EV 70s. So what do you guys think? What was the reason he got rid of the EV 70s now for the 10-year-old? He went from a speaker that was made last year to one that was made 10 years ago, which is crazy. And I would imagine RCF just updated the J8. They made the J9. So I would imagine that they're going to update the Evox 12 and make like an Evox 13 or whatever. I mean, it just makes sense, right? So why do you think Joe Bunn did that? Like, bought some old ass speakers. That's kind of crazy. Now, my theory is he wants to be with the cool kids and use RCF like everybody else. But in Nick Spinelli's stream, you know, he got super mad whenever he was accused of buying Ape Labs because all the cool guys bought Ape Labs. He took that very offensively. So he'll probably take me saying he was getting RCF because all the other guys use RCF. He'll probably take that very offensively too, but it is what it is. That's just how it looks on the outside, you know, like it may not be true, you know, and I might be an asshole. I fully admit if I'm an asshole, then I'm an asshole. But I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just, you know, I'm just saying how I feel. That's all. All right, let's keep going down here through these comments. Whoo, man, you guys are tearing up the chat tonight. I know I'm not going to be able to keep up with this. Guys, again, super chats down there whenever we get DJ SKIBS on. Make sure if you want me to see your comment, you highlight it with the super chat button. Hi, did anybody give you a new video ideas? Because otherwise we're stuck with a you know what type of video. Oh, yeah. JTech's been giving Dan new video ideas. Exotons are a clear alternative to saving money and getting the job done. Save money and make profit, but saving money in the right areas. Yeah, man. I mean, again, I think they're great speakers. We're going to have to see, you know, if they hold up. Everybody's saying they're holding up. There has been a few guys who said they've had some issues. Some with the amp, some with some top speakers. So, but apparently EXOTON is sending them free parts and getting stuff fixed right away. So we'll see if they can keep this up. And that's the main thing. I'm using my white EXOTONs this Saturday for a small Sweet 16, probably about 100 people. Again, that's what I would recommend. Use these speakers for events around 150 people or less, medium to small venues, which is what I would use any column array for, right? I mean, I'm not going to use, anytime you get up into over 225 people, huge venues, I'm going to either bring multiple column arrays, like 4 column arrays, or start bringing the tops and subs and supplementing with column arrays. You know, they're not the one speaker that solves everything. You know, there isn't one out there that does that. There's no speaker. Out of all them speakers that he has in this whole damn lineup right here, not one of those setups can handle every single event ever. All right. You have to mix and match. You have to, like, you know, you have to pick and choose what you're going to use. So again, you guys already know this. You know, I'm preaching to the choir here. I know. But again, you know, we just got to keep it real. 39 people here tonight. My God, thank you. My God, I love you guys. Hit that like button. Hit the like button right now. Let's go. I can't believe it. All you guys came back for me, man. I super appreciate it. Oh, man, I was so nervous. I thought I was going to lose my audience. This is beautiful, beautiful. The moment he saw 120, he got the itch to pick his nose. As soon as he saw that DB rating, he's like, uh-oh, we got a problem here. It's because we're deaf, remember? He said all DJs over 40. Yeah, I know, exactly. I'm 44, so I'm in the deaf crowd. I'm sure they're not piercing. He's just being full of it. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I mean, I've seen a lot of guys say that. So maybe this a lot of guys, they are piercing, but for some reason, I don't feel that way at all. So I don't know what it is. I don't know. Us old DJs can't hear the frequencies. Remember? Yeah. That was another thing. He said some of the frequencies, like, you can't hear. And they were like talking about trimming them out with that huge thing, that huge meter, whatever that deal was they had. How old is Rick? I think he's in his 30s. He's probably like 34 or so, something like that. He was playing an instrumental. All you gonna hear is frequencies and tones, not lyrics. Yeah, exactly. So there's no way to judge the vocals. I have a black 1503, white 1503, and black 1803. The 1503 and 1803 sound different from each other. Well, yeah, the 15 and 1803 should sound different. The 1803 is an 18-inch subwoofer, and it's a 3-way, and the 1503 is a 15-inch subwoofer and a 2-way. So they should sound different for sure. Even if they were piercing, even a beginner DJ would know, turn down your highs. Duh. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can always EQ that stuff out. But yeah, Cleveland Terry did a review. Yeah, man, I don't know if we're going to, we only got 8 minutes. We're not going to be able to get to Cleveland Terry's review, but definitely go check out his review. He was very fair. And, you know, he said basically that the speakers are not the best, which is exactly what I say. And, but, you know, he didn't shit on them. He said, yeah, they're actually really good for $580. I mean, you would think that, you know, that they would cost a lot more than that. It's excuses, old enough to know better and not spring chicken. Yep. I like that review. All right. But also said you were 23. I also said you were 23, and I don't know who he's talking about. Definitely not me. I literally built a battery-powered Bluetooth box with a single 10-inch sub, 2 4-inch full-range drivers, and 2 1-inch tweeters that can hit over 100 dB. So I'm not shocked that those EXOTONs hit 120. I mean, to be honest, I was a little shocked when it hit 120 because I've had mine cranked as loud as they'll go, and I didn't think it was 120. But again, I am half deaf, so you know, maybe I just can't hear the frequencies. The 1503s are very high and mid-driven. See, I don't feel that way. So I don't know, man. I don't know if my speakers are different or what. LaRocas, good way to promote though. Yeah, exactly. He's promoting the LD speakers. Now, I will tell you guys, the LD speakers are awesome speakers, okay? Their ICOA line is really good. The, of course, the column arrays are really good, but they're expensive. You know, you got to pay to play. So again, I mean, you know, if you go the LD route, you're not going to be disappointed, but just don't buy them from him. Please don't. Rick also said a JBL party box sounded better. No, he didn't. Hey, that Rockville stand you recommended. Oh yeah. I got the Rockville stand as well. It's fire. Thank you, LaRocas. Pretty boy. All jokes aside, we should as DJs get our ears checked. That's true, dude. Like for sure. We should definitely go to the doctor every once in a while and get our stuff checked out. Same with our eyeballs. I noticed my left eye is way more blurry than my right eye. So, I don't know, man. I hate getting old, man. It sucks. I just saw a video that said the #1 call of dementia is hearing loss. Alrighty then. I guess we're all getting dementia. CT's review was great. It is one of the most honest opinions I heard from a speaker influencer. Exactly. Yeah, he did a great job. Yes, you should. I lost hearing in one ear for months from a bad demo gone wrong. Oh my God, that's scary. Joe Bunn goes to the highest bidder. The RCF EVOX 12s are much better than the EV70s. Really? Interesting. I've never heard the EV70s, so I wouldn't know, but I have heard the EVOX 12s, and they were very, very loud. Oh my God, those speakers were so loud. That's why I was shocked too when he did the speaker wars and he put in there the EVOX 12 only hit like 110 or 105 dB or something, and the EXOTONs did 120. Because I've heard the EVOX 12s and they are louder than at least they're louder than my EXOTONs. Now, I don't know about your guys' EXOTONs. Like I said, I don't know. They might have changed some stuff, but the EVOX 12s are way louder than my EXOTONs. But again, I still wouldn't use them for huge events. Cleveland Terry gave them an honest review. He said they sounded pretty good. Yep, maybe he's just trying something new, but I do think RCF is better sounding. So I don't like the sound of RCFs. I just feel like they're way too like piercing, for lack of a better term. I don't like them, but I like the EV sound better. I like the EXOTON sound better, to be honest. The LD systems sound better. But I'm not saying they're bad speakers. I just don't like the way they sound. And, you know, if you like them, it's all good. I'm disappointed on the J9. Yeah, they got to stop with these 12-inch subwoofers, man, to be honest. I wish the white one wasn't on back order. Yep. I used RCF before they were cool. I have a demo video of the original EVOX 8s when QSC K12s were the cool kid speakers. Yeah. So the original EVOX 8s, I think, are a lot better because they're a wood box and they're square. They're more square. I think those are better. Robin, you're not an asshole, brother. You're not an asshole. Yes, about that, I'm still waiting on their decision to see if they decide if the amps are faulty. Oh, yeah. So Nuno had trouble with his EXOTONs. So, yeah, man, definitely keep us updated on that. The 1803s can handle, yeah, for sure. I think they can handle 200 people for sure because they are big and they're loud. Let's see. Yeah, Robin says they need to add dry gel packs to the box, and that will soak up some of that stinky smell whenever you open it. What other speakers besides EXOTON does everyone use? Comment wherever from. Comment where everyone is watching from. So yeah, man, hit it up in those comments. I use RCF, QSC, Mackie, and Harbinger. Yeah, so do I. I have them all. In case you were wondering, go through my back catalog of videos. I have them all. The bedroom in the King house, H-Town. They do have a high-driven tuning people use to say the same about RCF. Yep. Atlanta, Georgia's in the house. All right, Ready Fred's here. What's up, Ready Fred? Thanks for joining. I'm going to be 50. I must be deaf as hell. If I don't smell like fish and cigarettes, they're fake. You were definitely since the Portugal days. Yes, mine smelled, and my kids actually said they liked the smell. Oh my God. While their brain cells died. So you're hilarious, bro. All right, we got about 2 more minutes. We're going to be bringing on DJ SKIBS. Hope you guys are ready. Like I said, get that super chat warmed up if you need it. 49 people in here. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that like button. I hope you guys are having a good time, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the return of King's Court. I'm super excited. I'm still trying to keep up with these comments, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with all this. Event planner here to support DJ SKIBS. Excited to see your live chat. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, Georgina. Appreciate you for being here. I hope you enjoy the show. This is an uncensored show, by the way. So if you got kids in the room, make sure they put on their earmuffs. Again, we're not going to be belligerent, but every once in a while, you know, a naughty word does slip out, especially out of this pie hole. I don't know about SKIBS. I've never personally talked to him before, so we will find out. But just in case, you guys know that disclaimer is there. It was Ibiza that did it for me. 48 people in here. Let's go. Hit that like button. EV70s sound fantastic. And, but everyone likes what they like. I guess I know I'm happy with my 90s. All right. Amen to that. Amen to that. All right. I'm going to try and bring him in as I read your guys' comments. To be honest, I like the bass from the EV70s better, but the highs and mids are crisper on the Evox 12. Yeah, that's what I found as well. I found that the Evox systems were way more, like high on the piercingness, like high on the highs and mids. I'm sorry, I cannot do 2 things at once. I don't know why, but anyways, I'm trying to get in here. There it is. Guest 2. Properties, go to him, copy his link, bam, bam, paste, okay. We need to go check out what brand they are. All right, SKIBS, you're loaded in, so just a second, I'll bring you over. Expert Island is right. Each DJ now knows what works for them depending on what type of events they are planning and how many people are on the dance floor. I'm booking the trip now. Oh, Lord, you're not booking another trip, Kelly. What are you doing? Guess what? Rick said he ordered the 1803, so I look forward to his video where he will ignorantly slam them as well. My God, why did he do that? Why did he do that? He knows he's not going to like them. I don't understand why he blew another $700 just for clicks. And you're not making that much on a YouTube video, Mike. You just aren't. So I don't know why he decided to do that. But anyways, it's 8 o'clock. We're going to be bringing in my man SKIBS. Let's turn studio mode off. And if you guys are ready, everybody say in those comments, say what's up to my man, DJ SKIBS.
What is up, everybody?
Sorry, hold on.
How we doing?
There we go. Unmute. There we go. Gotcha.
Here we go. What up, everybody? How we doing?
Awesome, brother. Thanks for coming, man. Appreciate you coming here tonight.
Yeah. Hey, you started something really awesome right now, so
thanks.
I had to hop on and share the love from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee. All right. So that was one of my questions. Where are you from? What type of DJ are you? You full-time, part-time? What kind of things you got going on, man?
Yeah, we've actually chit-chatted a couple times back and forth on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I found you on YouTube. I just wanted to say that first, and then I found, Instagram. Had to say that.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually a part-time DJ.
Okay.
So I actually am independent myself, but I also work with other businesses in the area that help out one another. So we started a little community of DJs. There's also the Wisconsin DJs Facebook page, obviously a plug.
Yeah.
But we communicate from one another, and then when one company to another, likes one another, we actually help each other out. So ever since last year, what up, Nuno? Ever since last year, we've been passing numbers back and forth, phone numbers, and we've been helping one another out in the state of Wisconsin. So
okay, cool.
I've been all over more than half the state already DJing. So nice.
That's awesome. So that's one way that you found that to help you build your business, right? You network with other DJs and you guys have become, made like a nice little community, huh?
We did, but the resource, obviously YouTube and social media, has helped me connect and grow and learn from one another. So I will name them, but the list is too huge. But obviously,
Yeah.
James, you are one of them. So I will
Thanks,
say
man.
that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that's what my show does, for a lot of people. By the way, if any of you guys missed Nate Acosta last 2 weeks ago, go watch that episode. You can skip all my bullshit at the beginning and jump to the interview, but he dropped some bombs with how to level up on Instagram, some apps to use, some DJ pools that are like phenomenal. So again, guys, like get value out of these. This is why I'm doing this. For one, it's for you guys in the chat and it's for me, myself too. I mean, I learn a lot. And I saw like I've been watching your social media, yeah, and I saw like you did like a Milwaukee meetup, and y'all had a bunch of people come out. And Stevie, he says don't call him Skids or Skibbity while he's on.
I'll explain that.
Yeah. So I did want to ask you, like, where did you get your DJ name? Because not to just pick on you, my original DJ name was DJ Big Block, and it was like pretty, I thought it felt pretty childish or whatever, but I rocked that for almost like 10 years. And I changed my name to James King because I'm like doing weddings and stuff. It just felt weird being like, hey guys, I'm DJ Big Block, so anyways, but yeah. So how did you come up with your DJ name?
So that name started as, how can I say this? Started as like a nickname since high school.
Mm-hmm.
And my last name is pronounced Skibinski.
Skibinski, okay.
Super Polak. It's a Polak name. And it led, what was it, my junior, senior year? They were like Skibinski, and they were like Skibs, Skibby, Skibsmeister. I'm like, okay. So now I just kept the name, and no matter where I go out and about with friends or people that knew me as a DJ, and they're like, Skibs, what's up? Like, hey, Skibs, what's going on? Like, that's everybody has been doing that. So the Shuffle Couple, I just see them, what's up?
Yeah.
Connected with you guys on social media too. So if it wasn't for James posting about the Shuffle Couple, I wouldn't have found them either. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
Heck yeah. All right, Stevie Ray's coming in with a question already. All right, guys, you nailing it. Skibs, have you worked with Aaron Strain yet? You mean Strawn?
Aaron Strawn.
Okay.
Aaron Strawn. No. Let me see here. No, I have not. But his content and the way he delivers as being a DJ, there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody has their highs and lows, like I do. I have my highs and lows.
Yeah.
And I'm actually learning from him. He has his ways. I have my ways, and we're learning from one another. That's the reason why I follow him. But no, I've watched his stuff. Actually, if you don't mind, I've actually was more motivated, and I have the list here. I'm actually prepared for this.
I love it.
So in the last year, I've actually been motivated by DJ Envision.
Yeah.
His library music has actually flipped my music library 180 to perform at school dances. I actually have the same prom coming up again in April, and his ideas of music and mixing has actually turned everything around for me. So wasn't for him, it wouldn't have upgraded my level of skills. So I gotta give a shout out for him for that.
Yeah, I gotta get him on the show. I gotta add him to my list of people to get on the show.
He would probably talk nonstop. I guarantee that. Bar's another one which everybody's heard. Hi Kevin, Nick Spinelli. I've heard the names.
Yeah.
I've seen everyone. I heard everyone. So many names go across the board. Like Cleveland Terry, Mojo from California, to Legit, Hamster Dance, Rick Webb, Danny B. I actually when you shared Danny B, I've actually learned more from him, especially with his mobile DJ setup too. So that was actually impressive. So like I'm learning from that. But Envision, J-Book, Bar, Low Stacks, like they give me that vibe of like how I can enhance it here, but the vibe in the state of Wisconsin kind of elevates it in that way too. So
yeah,
everybody has a different vibe, and that's create my own vibe. But I will say this, because my wife's sitting in the back corner right now, but she says I'm a goofball every time I'm on camera or if I make a video all the time. So.
Well, Well, welcome to the Goofball podcast. Because I mean, the king goofballs right here. I mean, I say that I literally just started filming my latest review video, and I said in my intro to the review video, I was like, if you enjoy goofy DJs telling you to waste all your money on speakers, then hit that subscribe button. Because literally, my wife says the same thing. I mean, and I know it. I'm a giant kid. My dad, till the day he died, still played video games with me. He was a truck driver and he was always cutting up. And that's just exactly how I'm going to be too. So that's what makes us good DJs. I mean, you can't be so serious all the time. You got to have fun, man. You got to loosen up.
Actually, if I had to add on to this, because there's a backstory with the DJing YouTube era, everybody knows the name Brian S. Red. He just had that way of sharing his thoughts, ideas, tips, and tricks, has evolved from one thing and another. And then it's like 2 years, 3 years later, he's like, wait a minute, this guy's in my backyard. Like, he's literally like 10 minutes down the road from me. I'm like, holy smokes. Hey, Georgina. Actually, I'm meeting up with Georgina, the wedding planner, tomorrow. Actually, we're going to be collaborating as in the industry. So
Badass.
But if it wasn't for Brian, that I guess you could say, like in his last video, as an influencer, but he just inspired / motivated people to do what you want to do. And that's how we evolved as DJs on the YouTube planet here. Now, me, I'm just sharing the experience of this is who I am. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
If you don't like me, okay, oh well. But that's the real raw of me when I make these videos. It's just like, it's what I'm doing, what type of energy I got going on. Is the weather nice? Is the weather sucky? Yeah, I haven't really recorded any videos from past events because the weather sucks, or it's like 98 degrees one day in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Actually, this past Sunday we just had a blizzard. There was like 6 to 8 inches where we were. We were in the Dells for my birthday weekend. Actually, I just had my birthday over Friday.
Oh, happy birthday, brother.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
But north of the Wisconsin Dells, Madison area, they had like 12 to almost 25 inches of snow, like just before spring break. I'm like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Well, when you have a 4x4 pickup truck, you're okay.
Yeah, you got to almost. Jesus, 2 feet of snow is crazy. That would kill people here in Houston, like literally.
Yeah. Well, you probably wouldn't know what to do. But
Yeah.
like, we're just truffling around. Like the snow would be up in thigh highs, and we're like, okay, let's go. It's going to take us an extra 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got off track. I totally got off track there. So if it wasn't for Brian S. Red that started this, and now our generation is actually elevating all the way of communicating with one another.
Yeah.
And we're all motivated to put out the content. So then we started learning marketing and started doing more and more. And then I was like, maybe I could be a co-operating system. And I'm like, no, I'm just like me. I'm just DJ SKIBS. I do what I do. I provide good parties. I've had great response feedback. And then the videos just elevated it. So that's how I became who I am today. I'm actually almost to 900 subscribers. So if anyone could subscribe.
There you go. Get them to 1,000, guys. Let's go. Get them.
Amazing.
Get them to 1,000.
But then I'm going to add on to this with what happened in Milwaukee. Obviously, lots of people around there right now know about the Midwest DJs Live.
Yeah.
It's cool. It does invite people to come together. I'm not knocking on Midwest DJs Live. It's just the ticket price is a little too much. But then I'm like, well, how do we, evaluate and like, how do we communicate? Like just reach out to one another. That's what we did. And as soon as we do more and more meetups, and then that's how we're gonna start snowballing into something in a community. And that's why Brian posted a couple days with me and Chippy, also known as Colin. We put together those meetups, and that's how Midwest DJs was, and then evolved into something bigger today.
Okay.
Because they have all people from out of state coming in, sponsors, and
yeah, they got like big name DJs spinning there now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see the lineup. I did see a couple. Actually, a local here in Milwaukee, DJ Shauna, that DJs for the Milwaukee Bucks. She will be there.
Badass.
And she was an inspiration. Started in Milwaukee as a DJ, and then she just grew and grew as a DJ here in the city. So
Cool.
That's amazing how she's gone from a normal DJ, like all we became as we started, and then elevated themselves into big time DJs. And then she found her spot. She found her area of like being that sports DJ. Actually, right now, what's his name? James Jackson.
Mhm.
Actually, I got to give a shout out for him. He's actually a DJ from Milwaukee, and he actually became a DJ on the Pro Bowlers Association. When I found out that he started DJing for that, I had to start sharing some love for him because I myself am a bowler. So I'm like,
Oh, okay.
it's like, dude, I got to give you more love. So I actually saw him on what was it? Was it CBS? Oh no, the CW. They host the show on the CW, and Sunday he was on it,
No
and
shit.
they're representing. He was representing himself, James Jackson, and he's actually here from Milwaukee because it was the Illinois Classic on Sunday. So you can do the goals you want to do.
Yeah.
You just got to keep trying. You get knocked down, you keep trying. You get knocked down, you keep trying. So
So speaking of goals, like what are your goals? Like, do you want to become a full-time DJ, a multi-op, or do you want to keep it part-time, or how do you want to handle your business?
I think I want to keep it part time.
Okay.
Because me and the wife, I mean, we'll be married for 8 years this September.
Yeah.
We have to balance the lifestyle from the nightlife and family lifestyle.
Yeah, for sure.
So I love DJing. I can't fit everything into it, and then you gotta, balance those things
Yeah.
out. So yes, I do balance my schedule, my lifestyle today, so that I can enjoy family time, but then still do DJing on the side because I do work a regular full-time job. We were talking about this,
Mhm.
I think, via Instagram before.
Yeah.
You work a regular full-time job. I work a regular full-time job, but the joy of DJing just
Yeah.
creates life, creates fun. It's just
Yeah. Well, the cool thing,
all I
yeah,
was-
yeah, the cool thing is that since we have that security, our DJ gigs, it's like almost like it's like we're getting paid for this, because like you get to go have fun and because you can take the gigs you want to take. You don't have to take every gig that you don't want to do, and you can go out there and enjoy yourself and get paid with it. It's like, dude, this is awesome. Yeah. So how many gigs do you do like around per year or whatever?
So there's a local wedding company, Van Rixel, that's in the Brookville, Milwaukee area. I've helped them out in the last 3 years, but I did do a bridal fair in the local city area in Richfield.
Mhm.
And once I did that bridal fair, I've gained 5 leads. 3 of them booked me already. So 2027 in the fall is starting to expand for me.
Yeah.
But then when you connect network like we are doing now and networking with other DJs and other vendors, it has actually caught more attention from one another to now I have a wedding planner, Georgina. She's actually watching this right now.
Yeah. I've
actually
been
invited her.
trying to bring her comment up, but I want to talk about it. So I've been saving it. Yeah.
So she's a wedding planner, and I said I would love to collaborate with you. So tomorrow we're having coffee to talk about, services and what I bring to the table.
Yeah.
Like, like any DJ would want to do, and just be myself. That's all I am.
Epic, dude.
Yeah,
Epic.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Provide what you do. That's why every show I capture content as I can. Starting to elevate more to share more content because that really is the big secret ticket I noticed is sharing content, just taking snippets and sharing them too. So that's one way to selling, and then having a website, and then using social media. Now, TikTok's cool. I use it personally. I just like watching TikTok, but I haven't had a chance to post things on TikTok. So.
Yeah. Well, so you went over a lot of things there, but the one thing I do want to touch on is what he's talking about as far as wedding planners. So guys in the chat, make sure in your area, if you find a planner that you work with become his or her best friend, because literally that is your best opportunity right there she knows your vibe, you know her vibe, and for you guys to collaborate and get the gigs that you both want to do. I'm telling you. So I'm so nervous because, I'm excited and nervous because I have a wedding this next weekend, and then the following weekend I'm actually doing my favorite planner in the industry. Her name's Holly, and again, just like it sounds like you're building with Georgina, we have a great relationship. Well, she asked me to DJ her wedding, and I'm like, oh my God. So there's going to be like a lot of wedding professionals there, including Danny B, who's like my mentor or whatever. And I gotta show up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, but she tosses us so many good gigs, man, that like, you know, I was like, I am so honored that you asked me to do your wedding, you know, and like, so I've been prepping for that for quite some time. But yeah, man, like I just wanted to definitely say that and put this in there. He doesn't just network with DJs. He's been so great about tapping into the event planner side and network and connecting with that side of the industry. Makes him such a good vendor resource for planners like myself. I will there you go. There's a sentence you want. I will recommend him to any and all of my couples. So there you go, guys. That's what I'm telling you. Once you get some people like that in your, you know, on your team, I mean, the sky's the limit, really. I mean, you're going to have to start turning down stuff because you're going to be like, man, I want to spend some time with the family, you know? So great job, man. That's great job.
Oh yeah. Now, you know, when I got married in 2018, you know, I'm like, I told my wife, like, I'm going to take a break, you know, let's focus on our life. Let's choose what we want to do. Then that's when the COVID hit. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to come back because entertainment and services wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
So that spiraled my brain to like, okay, let's just do something else. Then I transitioned to like podcasting and then content creation and then started building stuff. You know, that was a cool thing and things were going to be going the distance with that. And I'm like, this might be a shift in my lifestyle because then I started enhancing with, you know, the video effects, started learning more with streaming, creating different animated graphics and creating like a podcast award show. I created 2 award shows. So I do have a little hefty background in video production, but I try not to overdo it with a lot of the videos I post today. So,
Okay.
but that just sparked something to add something more to, you know, my championship belt or what do we want to call it? Like a patch, you know, like a Boy Scout has, they have their patches,
Yeah.
you know, I'm like, I don't want to show off all these patches, but it's just nice to have that resource idea to, you know, that puts value into something that I'm trying to create. But it's the nice thing I like to do is, you know, I'll have this idea. Sometimes my wife will say, "No, no, you gotta slow down a second." She's giving me a face right now. I see that. But you know, she knows when I'm overthinking it. And that's the other supportive side of me. Like I can't always DJ. I gotta be able to have the lifestyle,
Yeah.
be with the wife, be with the family, balance that at the same time. She's making a face right now.
Well, yeah, she should.
Loves.
Yeah, she should know. I mean, my wife is a big part of my business as well. And obviously she's in the chat right now, chopping it up with everybody in the chat. And she's in my videos and people give me shit for it sometimes. You know, they make fun of me. They're like, well, I'll make a video, but my wife's not going to be in it or this and that. But I think it's a good thing to have a resource like that who's not like totally into the industry, although she's becoming part of this industry. But, you know, it's because she can look at it from a different perspective, like you said. And sometimes they can slow us down and say, hey, you know, looking at it from my point of view, you might not be making the best choice. So yeah, it's a great point you bring up for sure.
It is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we could shift gears on other topics because obviously I've explained a whole lot on me. I mean,
Yeah.
you explained so much about EXOTON speakers and gear and all that. I've seen this seesaw teeter-totter thing going on with, well, this is a better type of gear, and like, no, this
Yeah.
is more budget friendly. And like, just because one person has the funds or experience with it, or you know, they have trust into it, sometimes that, you know, doesn't work for one another. Sometimes the beginners, like when we had a meet up with local DJs in the Milwaukee area, brand new DJ
Yeah.
just started learning. He's like couple weeks in. He's like, well, I got to figure these, you know, ideas out on, you know, mixing and blending, and like you got to start with something, you know. So with him finding the right tools to use, that's entry level. Where, you know, if you show off too much of the gear, you know, where does that tip? You know, it's like, where do you find that, you know, middle balance of, you know, we got to have this gear or not that gear? That goes with the do I need it or do I want it? You know, it's just I have to balance that, and that's where I'm balancing of upgrading speakers right now. So I have to sell. You're gonna freak out with this. I've had Behringer B212Ds for the last 12 years.
12
They've
years.
worked.
Holy shit. So there you go, guys. You can't talk shit on these budget speakers. He just jammed them for 12 years. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, that gives me
12
hope. So
years.
I'm hoping the Exotons last for that, because that's great. That's great news.
Yeah. So that's my point right there.
Yeah.
Is, you know, there's hissing, there's, you know, the amplifier goes bad. you just have to really step back and like look at like, is this performing or not? You know, do the clients hear it? You know, is it repetitious, or do people not care and they're doing, you know, you're doing the job just as is?
Yeah.
So I'm still rocking with 12-inch tops, but me and the wife have finally decided after what, 6 years? I think it is. Yeah, she's shaking her head. Finally, after 6 years, I am selling them now. So an entry level DJ could probably get them from me today,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna upgrade to some QSC K12.2s. So
Nice, brother. Nice. Well, yeah. Well, those will
after
last
6
you
years.
another 12 years easily. But yeah. So you're a
Yeah.
QSC fan. I love it. I've never heard a QSC personally, except for the K10, because Danny had one as a monitor, and that thing sounded incredible. For a 10, it sounded like a 12 or like a 15. It was crazy. But yeah. I mean, he just used it for a monitor, but they.
I'm laughing right now because I think you referenced something about like JBL, and I kid you not, I do use a JBL party box right now for I'm gonna be straight up with this. How long are you gonna use that speaker for? Really at a ceremony? And I'm not knocking on brands out there. I'm thinking of the longevity versus, you know, the use and the clarity. If the speaker works fine and it's doing what it's supposed to do, and let's just say a street performer uses it and it's 8 hours,
Mhm.
ceremonies like you have it going for 3, maybe less hours. I got the JBL, was it Party Box 310, I think it was, and it has a speaker pole mount underneath. And I'm not representing this. I'm not stating this. I'm doing what basically Brian says.
Mhm.
If it works for you, perfect. Is it going to last long? Who knows, depending on the use of it. But plugging into that and using, you know, a rack mounted microphone, basic audio mixer, if it works, it works. What was the budget? I don't know, maybe $1,200, but I built that over time.
Yeah.
So, you know, not knocking on JBL, I'm not knocking on QSC, not knocking on the Evox, whether the eights. See, I can't remember now. That's all cool stuff, but it's like when you see the price, and like not a lot of DJs can do that. So you think of alternatives, and it's like, well, it's lasting for 3 years. So, but I'm actually proud. Going to be upgrading to QSCs. Something about QSCs and EV18 subs, they blow my mind when there's a YouTube video from the Muskego High School prom, which had 600 kids, and then their homecoming it was technically 900 plus kids, all because
Jesus.
of what I did at their prom.
Yeah.
So if I didn't reach out to a friend of mine, see, I'm connecting with people. If I didn't reach out to a friend of mine that had two 18-inch subs, and I brought QC QC 12s that the company had because I was working with Van Rixel, and he had K12.2s. I'm like, what? This is so powerful, and they were 12-inch caps. I'm like, and it worked for 600 up to 900 kids. I'm like, I'm satisfied with that. Like, I can't complain more. The line arrays are cool, but I have to be versatile. See, that's
Yeah.
where what I'm doing versus what people are going to say versus what the client's going to say. If it works for me the strongest and there's nothing wrong with it, I don't need to change anything. I like that there's all the different brands, which is awesome, but got to balance those things. That's
Oh
what I
yeah.
have to do.
Yeah, for
So
sure, man.
that's raw truth right there for me. But
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, if that works for you, man, I mean, kill it. We did see HJ Roger says what gear you like. That's kind of what we're talking about. What software you like, what controllers you like, and all that good stuff.
so more funny stories. I still have the original Pioneer DJ S1. That thing is 14 years
S1.
old.
I don't even know what that is. Is that before the SX, like SX and SX2?
Yes.
Holy
Yes.
shit, bro.
Still
You got to do some
working.
videos
Yeah.
on this, bro. Like, I got to see this. This is incredible.
So I did buy, was it an XP2? Because it has 32 tabs, or I forgot what they're called. The MIDI, it's a MIDI controller. So I actually can run stems off there because there's a photo on there. Actually, you probably can see it in my YouTube videos. The XP2 is on one side of my laptop, and then I have my Asus i7 computer with the external drive. Yes, I do all these things. I'm actually smart. Um, Still running old gear, but this gear is still working because the computer's powering everything.
Yeah.
But I'm using minimal stuff at the same time. Actually, I'm still using PGX2 wireless microphones for sure too. Like this stuff's like 12 plus years old and it's still working.
Yeah.
But the videos I do describe in some of my videos, the gear I do use. But if you do look at the Pioneer DDJS1, that thing's been discontinued for the longest time. It's still in its case. I never taken it out of its case since I bought it. So it lived in its case. There's nothing wrong with it, but a couple worn out buttons and some of the logos are starting to fade away, but it still works.
No shit, man. That's crazy. So yeah, we cannot say that this guy is a gear freak like me buying something new like every 2 weeks. Cause golly, my goodness, that's that. Like I said, I'm gonna have to look that thing up. I don't even know what it is. So yeah, there were some guys posting in the EXOTON group on Facebook. They were posting some mixer. It was like a DJ. Y'all guys, let me know in the comments. They'll let me know. It's like ADJ Go or something, DX Go or something. And they were saying, oh, it makes the EXOTON sound so much better. So I tried to find one and it was discontinued. They're like $400 on eBay. But when they came out, they were like $40. So I bet you could sell that thing. I bet, because what's crazy is when this stuff goes out of print or whatever, there'll be idiots like me that want to own everything that'll pay like 4 or 5 times probably what you bought it for on eBay and stuff. That's crazy. If you ever want to upgrade.
Yeah, I was gonna say I already had it prepared, but I mean, just look at my last 6 videos and you'll see it, because I'm actually not using it right now. I'm using a Logitech webcam right now, but I actually use a Insta360 X3 for all my gig logs. And now I actually have a DJI wireless mic to use my cell phone. So this is probably what DJ Rachel kind of referenced.
Yeah.
Using a cell phone and plugging in a microphone, and you put it on the tripod and you record your promos, or you record for your videos. But I'm keeping it simple by using a phone, and I'm only doing a little bit there and recording a little bit with the 360. But the 360 captures everything, and then I'll just backtrack looking at the clips. And I will say this too, from my audio mixer, yes, I use an external audio mixer. Every DJ should be doing this.
Yeah.
For all the gear plugged in, and then amplifies out to the speakers. Plain and simple. Don't need any more stories about that. But all the audio with the microphone and music, I'm trying to start hardlining recording the audio so it syncs up with the video, so it comes more crystal clear. Yes, I do watch the copyrights because of YouTube, but at least having that clarity, they'll hear it. But sometimes raw, with the sorry, I'm blanking here, with the raw audience, with the like what they're reacting to, what they're singing, what they're saying, that's usually more the best too, because you're actually hearing what's happening versus what we play 10,000 times a year.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong with that.
Yeah.
But we all play the same music, but all of us DJs have that different personality, provide a great elevated service.
Yeah.
For music that we make, music that we mix. I try to make mixes while I'm at these events, because I really don't have much time to create anything. But once I do my research and I do it at a show, I'm like, it happens on the fly.
Yeah.
Probably 1 in 2% of DJs out in the US or outside of the state is doing the same thing. You come up with these on the fly and it just happens. Even on my Instagram, I'm sharing random stuff. And again, I'm a big goofball on the camera. Why? That's just who I am. And that's how I saw it. That's why I'm DJ SKIBS.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the part too. Ski just became SKIBS. So again, that's why it's DJ SKIBS.
No, yeah, that makes sense. So you record with the 360 X3, do you just record the entire like reception with that thing? Because I've been thinking about, like, I have the DJI Action 6, I think it is. It's the latest one. I just bought it like a month ago, because I bought all this because I want to record the wedding that I'm doing for the wedding planner. Because I know it's going to be a good event, of course, and because I know her personally, and I want to try to capture as much footage as possible. So I'm going to put that on like a stand or whatever. I watched DJ Lowstack's video, and he showed like he got this extra battery and all this stuff. And anyway, and I want to record it all and hopefully get some good clips. And I got to get better at posting like social media clips of all that, because all my YouTube videos are gear talk and like no brides and care about that. But yeah, so do you just let the 360 run the whole time and record everything and then like clip it out?
Yeah. So same thing mentality. And I'm trying to express a lot of things that I do as a DJ. I'm explaining the skill set,
Mm-hmm.
DJ wise too, but I'm explaining my personality. But when I do record, obviously the beginning, the intros, the openers, welcoming, and all that, I do record all that. As soon as the crowd dies out, I ain't gonna record anything.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
If there's that, they're exhausted or somebody's leaving, the pizzas come out,
Yeah.
something that kills that vibe, but the music is still pumping, that's when I know to stop recording, but then I will re-record it again until like the end of the night. Then
Okay.
then it's good at the end. So
Makes sense.
everything's
Yeah.
recorded in 4K. But when I look back at the videos, I'll have like 3 hours of clips. Making a video that's 15 minutes or less, I'm just picking out different things because with the Insta360 software studio, it's cool because then you can rotate it around. That's the one thing that I like the most. Instead of having multiple cameras, that 360 is plopped right there by the deck, and you can be full view out, or you can be zoomed in certain areas, reactions from different guests, things like that too. I will state, anytime the client says no to video, I will never record. Every
Yeah.
DJ should know
I know.
that.
I got to start
But
asking people that. Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
every time I have
Yeah, I
phone
need to
calls, I
start
always ask
asking them
that.
because I never did. I would just record and like I've never had anybody say anything, but I did have people in my comments say, I can't believe you posted the bride and groom, like, because I would post like a review afterwards. I'd say, hey guys, how was the party? And they'd be like, oh, it was amazing. But I had people comment like, I can't believe you're posting people that have been drinking, whatever. And I'm like, well, and I just never thought of it from that point of view. So I was like, well, they kind of have a point. I should probably ask, hey, are y'all cool with this? But like, I've never had anybody say they were angry or whatever. And I'm hoping they weren't, and just didn't say anything. But yeah, so
No,
I got to start asking that.
here's the funny with that. Obviously, in Wisconsin, we've been out drinking every state since 1848. I had to represent that. Um, Everybody loves being on camera because when you place when you have the camera in somebody's hands, you're always worried about that because that's an investment. But just that moment when it clicks and you hand off the camera to them, it's kind of really cool at the end.
Yeah, I know, right?
Obviously, you got to sift through that. Actually, the number one thing I'm extremely worried about is any school functions that
Yeah,
are
yeah. I wouldn't even.
under high school.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't even try it. Yeah, no.
I couldn't.
Yeah,
Not that, not you can say you DJ for school events. You can. I'm worried about sharing that because one out of 1,000 kids in that elementary or middle school, and their parent finds them on the video like who record. Then you have trouble on your hands. That's
definitely.
why I don't do that. That's why the high school and proms are okay because the kids, they're having this good time. So that's, but that's totally another topic, and it's totally gone off hill now. So
Yeah, but I mean, you could
but
still get into some trouble with that because they're still minors, So it's like,
yeah,
how and like you can't have every kid that comes there sign a waiver or whatever, but high school kids want to be in videos, they want to go viral, So
and I always ask that too. I even asked with the staff, hey, can we record for future content for the future? And that's what I do. But I do have to give credit to Vanderixel Production because they're the one that had given me all these shows, and I always made sure it was okay that all these videos were recorded. So I'm like, cool. But again, all these videos are because I'm in a community of DJs.
yeah.
I'm helping companies to do the show and still have a successful business at the same time. What's a plus part of that is now networking with more, and that's why I'm doing that today.
Yeah. So Georgina says, as event planners, some of us put in our contracts a social media clause now helps let the client know beforehand if they are comfortable. Yeah, I for sure got to start doing that 100%.
Yeah, you can do that, but then who wants to make content, who doesn't want to have content? But that's where the influential, like what we're doing today, is having people make these things. So
yeah.
I wouldn't show high schools.
Yeah,
see,
Stevie.
that's yep, I get it. I understand that. I totally understand.
I do too. So. Yeah, I would be nervous about it as well. But it is what it is. Like I said, I think high school kids, they want to be online. They want to be, hell, even my damn eighth grade son, he wants to be, he's trying to, him and my daughter. My daughter's in 5th grade, and she's like, "Can I make a YouTube channel?" I'm like, "YouTube for what?" I was like, "No." I'm like, wait till you got a little more sense in your head first. But let's.
Yep. So yeah, I still use equipment that's 12 years, but I'm ready to upgrade the audio. Obviously, audio is a big thing. At least the laptop was upgraded for me. I'm still using Rockville totems for the gear. Trying to think what else. I actually here's the funny thing. I'm actually using SFX LED tubes now. I actually purchased those. Have not done any review on that. So yeah, I probably have a review video coming up soon. I've actually played with them new this year. SFX LED. There's actually Amazon based ones too, which I'm actually shocked. They're not both lighting. They are not Ape Lab tubes, and I know there's Astera tubes, right?
Yeah,
That's the other brand.
The one that are like $8,000. Yeah, stupid. Yeah.
So these are non DMX, but then they have SFX Pros, which are DMXable, and those are I think $250 a stick. But I bought a 6-pack package of these SFX LEDs. Not trying to brand this, I swear or not. But when I saw these, there were other DJs. I forgot what it was that I was talking to. So I actually was able to charge them up, take them to an event, and I have a video, but I never really shared it yet. But the prom that I have coming up in April, so once that video is put together after the event, there would be a minor review of using them. I've used them because I wanted to start switching to battery powered almost everything now.
Amen.
A lot of us are getting irritated with cords. I will say that, because then you have less of things to haul, quicker setup times. Yes, I still use a 4-foot setup table, but I use a Rockville scrim.
Yeah.
But the tubes actually more of an eye candy effect rather than wash and then 2 moving heads, because I still have ADJ Inno spots. Those are discontinued too. Everything I have is all discontinued. But I did purchase Rockville RF6. They're the battery wash lights. It's the white coloring. They look like American DJ lights, but they're half the price and they still work as is. And I'm still using, here's a shocker again, the ADJ NE1 controller, which is the downgrade version of the Wolf Mix that everyone's using right now.
Yeah, I don't do DMX at all, so I don't have any. Well, I have a sound switch, but I've never even used it. But
so it is DMX. But what's nice is it controls the features built in the fixtures. Not creating profiles with a computer. It's a little device. Everybody can look this up. ADJ NE1. Seriously, just Google it. You can find it. You can create different effects like what that light does, and then you select a different light and then do a different effect for that. You save it as a memory bank and you're done. It's just like the Wolf Mix 100%. But this is a downgrade version because it doesn't have all those flashy colors. It doesn't have all the knobs and whistles. But I'm still using this today to control Rockville wash lights. I'm using them to control them. I created different profiles too for Chauvet, King, B Topper, people on a chat page. They're asking me to make profiles, so I started that too. And I'm using this to control different name brand products, all because DMX is DMX.
Yeah.
So creating those profiles is super easy. As long as I don't screw up the memory card, then we're fine. But using Rockville, American DJ, going to be using QSCs in the future, and then still rocking Pioneer DJ, But I kept thinking about the Rain 1, I think it was. That caught my eye a little bit. I want to upgrade these things, but I can't. But I'm using what I can, and it still looks clean, still looks professional. Am I doing the job? Yes, I am. Do the clients care what I use? Yeah, absolutely not. So
yeah, exactly. That's what we always preach here too on this channel. It's with all these guys, that have $30,000 worth of gear at every event, like Mr. Jason Jedi, he brings out his freaking double toed booth, which is $7,000, and all of his stuff. And it's that stuff's cool, man. I love it, but just don't try to tell guys like us that you need this to you don't need all that. It's it's cool to have. And maybe in New Jersey and New York, and when you're, DJing for NFL players or something, yeah, maybe you need all that. But I'm like, dude, it's just kind of crazy. It seems like they're out of touch to like go on YouTube and tell all of America, you know, all of DJs, like, I just spent $25,000 on Ape Lab lights. It's like, okay, like, cool, man, like, high five, you know, but like, none of us are going to do that. Like, are you crazy? You know, like, God, that's like our entire budget, you know, that we make from DJing for like 2 years. Like, come on, man. But anyway,
Yeah, I'm not knocking on the gear.
yeah,
The gear is phenomenal. Like,
I would
things
love
are
it. Yeah.
advancing year by year. Yeah, it'd be amazing. You know, am I there? You know, in that marketing range? No, I'm in a marketing range in Wisconsin where beer is more important than, you know, sometimes family. I'm not. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Just playing.
Hey,
Socializing,
cheese is more
socializing,
important.
and a little bit. Um, no, like literally, there's probably like 3 bars, like literally a block from each other right now where I'm at in Milwaukee. But that, I mean, everybody can look up, you know, why Milwaukee is Milwaukee, but
Yeah. The
um,
Brewers,
being
hello.
the,
Yeah.
I mean,
Literally their team is named that. Like, yeah.
yeah,
That's dope.
no, just the town here is, you know, a sociable community. A lot of people, because I'm gonna switch gears with this a little bit. The the um the market in this area of having an elevated experienced DJ and a DJ to show up, there's two different sides of that. I always try to sell it as something to provide as a unique personalized service. And growing in the last 6 years, providing the right type of value as a DJ has elevated me as a DJ today for weddings to stand out and elevate with other DJs to grow in the business. So I've noticed now the market, they will spend more for the greater quality. And then there are some parts of Wisconsin, you know, they just want something standard and simple. So like in the farmland out
Yeah.
in the northern region, like Madison, Green Bay. But when people want, you know, Dancing in the Cloud, the Spark had Cold Sparks, all the uplighting, all the high tech video walls. There's a wide range for that in the state here, but at least everybody knows, hey, if we're gonna socialize, everybody's gonna have a good time.
Yeah, yeah, that's
So
one thing I was gonna say. Like, those parties are gonna be lit because of the drinking. But sometimes, sometimes that's scary too. It's like if it gets out of hand, you got to have the people there to control it.
yeah, yep, no, so that's why the value that I provide is focusing mostly for the client so that it's built upon on their personalities, because I always like, what's the music you listen to when you went on your first day? What concerts have you gone to? What is your go-to music? What music do you hate? Once I hear little details like that, and this is probably a little skill set for everyone from what I've learned, once I put those together, then the comfort of all the clients actually starts growing. It's like, hey, we know that you gave us these great ideas. Here's a track, X, but we want to replace that with Z. And then providing that skill, though, like that's how I've noticed I've changed in the last 3 years as a DJ. So
Yeah.
that at least I recognize being a DJ that I am today.
So how are you organizing everything? Are you using like DJ Event Planner, Vibo, any of those apps or anything? Are you just doing a Google spreadsheet?
Nope.
Yeah.
So I keep everything organized using Google. Don't get me wrong, everything's low tech,
Yeah.
but everything is put on a calendar immediately. The contracts are real contracts.
Well, how do you get
DocuSign
like their
has
song lists and stuff like that?
so I've noticed a lot of the clients will put together a Spotify list. I've been
Oh,
getting a
okay.
lot of that lately.
Yeah.
I'll say, just send me the link, and I say,
Perfect.
as you update your playlist, I'll also notice when it's updated too. And then I also let them know, like, if you do put together a PDF, that's fine for me too. So I'm not knocking on customer resource manager places like Vibo. I'm not knocking on that. It's just to spend the money monthly, I'm gonna be wasting more
Yeah.
to use that versus doing something that's, Google. Um, I did try Microsoft. I can't get very organized with that, so I use Google.
Yeah.
But I use DocuSigns to get everything signed properly so that the contract's filled out. And yes, the contract is always revised or make sure it's checked on a yearly basis
Yeah.
because there's always something new that changes policies, structures, things like that. That might need to be upgraded because there might be something that happened and it's like, oh, I need to add this now, or this client, was talking about this and it was never put in there. I'm like, well, at least, if I verbally said it in an initial meeting, that way I know, it's been stated too. So, but I use DocuSign. I keep things organized with Google Drive because I still keep everything through my phone too, because I'll access the documents from my phone. And then emails and text messages have been the simplest way for me to communicate to clients. So, but I think that's it. And then trusted resource like Venmo
Yeah.
to receive payments.
Right.
That's probably the easiest way. The simpler, the better.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy is I think like you just remind me so much of myself when I started, and I was about, I was about 4 to 5 years in or whatever. And then COVID hit and I kind of like semi-retired or whatever, but I was trying to do all the things that you're talking about. And I was just like, man, with my full-time job and everything, I was like, I don't want to handle all this. So then when I came back to DJing again, I got with Danny and I was like, that's what I love about, another way to do this, guys, in there in the chat is like, if you're not good with structuring, like what he's talking about, like all the documents and contracts and all that stuff, try to find somebody in your area. Like I found Danny, I found him through YouTube of all things. I watched his gig logs and he said he was in Houston. So I hit him up and I'm like, hey man, can I just join the team? Can I be your Nick Spinelli, to my Jason Jedi, And he put me through the paces or whatever and made sure I was, could represent his brand. And now he handles, all of that stuff, the insurance, the contracts, the, Vibo, all that stuff that organizes everything and makes it so much simpler for me. But yeah, man, so I'm always interested to hear how you guys do that, and it's a lot, dude. That's almost another side job, what I'm saying? Just keeping track of all the lists and all those contracts and all the dates and all the stuff. It's like it's a headache.
I'm pretty organized. I'm actually built on the structure. You're gonna find this crazy. I do my taxes. That's how structured I am. Yeah, I swear. Like I even tracked last year, so I'm not gonna get too far into it, but I actually keep track of it through I forgot what it's called, QuickBooks. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't touched it in a couple of months, but I keep track in a separate spreadsheet so that I also list that as well. And then I can okay, what am I spending or not? But everything has to be from has to be put on a calendar because that was actually one of my struggles too, is like, how do I stay organized without using CRM? And I was like, well, let's use Google Calendar. And then it would sync up with my phone and I would get notifications. I would set it up so that I would get reminded 8 months in advance, 6 months in advance, 3 months in advance. I'm like, well, this is perfect because then I'll have the notes there. And then my Google documents will be listed with the client's names and the date. I'm like, and then all the notes are right there ready to go. I'm like, this is perfect. Like that. I mean, that's just my own way of keeping it organized.
Yeah.
But then with me booking more and more independently, I am going to print them out. So I am going to do the little calendar dry erase board thing and just write it on there, but at least leaving it on a calendar for myself. That way I don't lose track too. So
yeah. Well, yeah, there's so many things out there. JTech says I use Check, Cherry, and Songboard. I've never heard of either one of those, but yeah, that might be something people can check out. So many people love to pay using Venmo. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what I use. I got one of those stupid Square accounts so people could use their credit cards. And I've had it for 2 years and I think I've only used it once. So definitely Venmo is the way to go now. And it used to be PayPal too. And nobody uses PayPal anymore.
I think it's because there's a transaction charge fee sending and receiving. I think that's probably one reason why that I understood. And then everybody does things in Venmo. So hopefully Venmo is not seeing this. Not gonna knock anything in on that either. But
Mixology says Milwaukee is a suburb. Sorry, I'm a hater as someone from Chicago. Guess
Hey, we were trying to invite people from Chicago to do our little social meetup. Like, nothing's being knocked. Like, nothing that we do when we do these meetups, because I know the Midwest DJ thing is like right in Milwaukee. And Chicago's literally an hour 15, hour 20. Haven't been to Chicago in a couple of years, but we have the open door effect of, hey, you see this DJ doing this, or this DJ brought this controller. It's almost like backtracking to what Midwest DJs Live used to be with Big Ron. I don't know if that name rings a bell, but he's in the Racine area too, so I'll give a shout out to Big Ron on that. But when him and I forgot, so many people created it, but it was like all the DJs brought their stuff together. This was like almost 20 years ago. Oh no, 15 years ago. Brought them together. It's like you met one DJ and another, and it's like that DJ from Pennsylvania was like on YouTube, and you're like, oh my God, he's here. The Midwest DJs as is now, you have to pay to be there. And I'm like, well, I don't want to do that. I just want to meet people that do come together and then be able to like socialize as any other normal person wants to do. It's like, hey, I seen that guy on YouTube. I'm like,
yeah.
Well, how can I socialize with them? Either it's through social media or like this,
Yeah.
But when that comes around, I'm trying to figure out, like, do I do like on a Sunday, that first day of Midwest DJs Live, and meet with some people, or do we do another social meetup again, inviting people from Chicago, Milwaukee area? Actually, we had people from, was it the Madison area? I forgot who that was. I can't remember his name. But like a lot of people started coming together and just socializing with one another. And then once you actually have a like conversation with them and like you're communicating, I'm like, damn, this is how we want it to be.
Yeah, I know,
'Cause
man.
then
Go ahead.
so it's just a good feeling.
Yeah.
Camera got blurry there. There we go. It's just a good feeling that you can reach out to one another, that you can communicate with, and you're like learning from one another. It's like, well, how how do you use CRMs here, or how do you post on social media there? And I know there was a couple, like last year when Brian and Chippy did a social meetup. It was like once a month, and we picked out random places in the Milwaukee area, and I was like meeting 4 other DJs that I knew, like from bridal expos, or like we met on the Wisconsin DJ page. And I was like, wait, you're here? Like, I didn't realize you're coming. And like, then you're just starting to talk about social media. I was like, wait, how did you post that in video? Like, what camera you use? I'm like, so then you just start those conversations, and you're like, I gotta link up with you. And then you just feel good that you shared a skill, and then they're happy that they got to see you. It's like, that's like the best win from each convention, because those conventions will actually have the specific topics they're going to talk about, whether it's MC classes, organization. I haven't been to Midwest DJs Live in a long time, but the price to go to that is like, it takes it away of like what it used to be. But again, I'm not knocking that, because it's a gathering for everyone to come to those, all the big names that are coming to explain things, elevate your mindset of marketing, elevating your mindset of running a business, explaining how, co-op better, how to organize better, what sources to use, streaming sources. The list is going to go on and on, but hopefully if I can, that'd be fun to go back to that again. So.
Well, for sure, man. So you've definitely inspired me. We got about 4 more minutes with DJ SKIBS, guys. If you got any more questions for him, throw it in the chat, and I'll definitely put it up. Georgina says planner and DJ meetup. I'm down, but let's make it a golf league, because we all busy on the weekends. That's true. Yeah. So just with my chat here, we've been also, again, guys, my wife is started planning trips and vacations. So we would love to organize a DJ's cruise or something out of Galveston, or maybe something where we could all get together. I mean, the problem is, everybody is so busy. So it'd have to be during the week, because everybody's, busy on the weekends. But that would be super cool, man. And I would love to meet up with more DJs in Houston. Actually, one guy that does watch the show, he hit me up on Instagram or Facebook Messenger. I can't remember. I get so many messages nowadays from this show. But he hit me up, and he has baseball speakers, and he wants me to come check them out. So I definitely want to get over to his house and film some content and post that on my channel, because I've never heard a baseball speaker either. And you know how expensive those damn things are. So I don't know if I'll ever own one, but I know I definitely want to hear some. So, but yeah, man, I really appreciate you being on the show. Again, we got about 3 more minutes. If you got any more parting words to share with the audience, you can do that now. But man, thank you for being on the show. It was nice to meet you. And And I'll be following you on Instagram and YouTube, and I'll keep watching all the stuff you post, and keep it up, man. I think you're doing a great job bringing people together, and that's really that's a skill in itself.
Yeah, it is. It just led from one thing to another, and it's like now more and more people are posting. It's like, man, I really got to start watching how they do their craft, and I'm watching your craft. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with your craft. Although I don't think I could fit those sports coat that everybody's been doing with the little flower. I don't think I could do that. But like, see that those are things that I'm learning. Just seeing like what's different, what's changing.
Yeah.
The gear changing. It's like you see these things, but then again, you gotta teeter totter to these things. You know, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? But hopefully that like shakes up everyone's mindset a little bit too. You know, because there's a lot of new gear that comes out and it's exciting, but it's like can I do that? But yeah, I guess I'll do a plug. So you can hit me up on Instagram, DJ_SKIBS.
Yep.
On Instagram.
I'll post that in the comments as well. I'll put your YouTube channel. I'll put your Instagram down there as well.
Yep, you can hit me up there. You can message me there, and then I'm open to explain things too. And then I guess James, you motivated me now to share like the controller and that too. The S1, and then the MIDI controller that I use.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see that stuff.
They are in the videos. I mean, it's gear that still works. I take care of that gear, so but now that things are working out better, saving up the right money, because obviously that's the big ticket too. Everybody's gonna save up, but I would love to connect with you. Not a stranger to take any questions.
Cool.
Brian Best Red's been sharing cool stuff, explaining different topics. This gear is this good, and then you're like, well, you can meet with one another. There's so many. Actually, there's too many videos that he posted that I can't keep up with. So sometimes I have to rewatch them to relearn like what he was explaining. But thank you, Mikey Mike.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
So it looks like you got quite a few subscribers here off of this. So man, we'll get you closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark. And again, guys, I'm sorry for the ads in the stream. Obviously, something got changed on my settings. I don't know. I'll fix that as soon as we log off here. But everybody, again, give it up for DJ SKIBS for being on the show tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And thank you, SKIBS. We'll link up again, man. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, good talking with you, James. Thanks for the hangout. This was great.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed that 2-hour session of King's Court. We're back, baby. We are back. And I am so excited to be back next week. Guess what? Somebody in these comments that was chatting it up here tonight will be on the show next week. DJ Kev from New Jersey. I'm dropping it now. So all you guys in the chat, you get the exclusive. He will be on the show next week. So get your questions ready for him. He works up there with DJ Bar and DJ Jason Jedi and the Posh guys. And man, there's a bunch of killer DJs up there. So it's going to be crazy. I can't wait to talk to Kev and learn all about that market up there. So Kev, get greased up, get ready, because you're coming next week, my brother. So it'll be an awesome show again next week. Make sure I hit that like button before you go. If you didn't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. And man, we will see you guys next week. I love doing this, and I can't wait to see you guys again next week. Appreciate you guys.